hello, good morning. It's a cold day. It's about to rain for 3 days. It just super heavy rained last few days, which is why we were so hardcore on getting this paint done. We learned a few things. The bus still leaks. After all the marine grade sealants, after everything we did on the roof, the bus still leaks. So if you own a bus, you should be really scared about what I'm about to show you. And I'm going to show you where the leaks are. 1 second. I honestly couldn't believe it was still leaking, right? Because this is way more than I normally do ever on a bus, right? But I was thinking about it. I don't usually have the bus outside this much. Usually I'll do the few things I need to do outside and then it's in a shop bay, right? So it's not exposed to water this much. Most people building their bus are building it in summer, and then the professionals are typically building it in a shop bay where it's not exposed to this much water. So let me show you what I found. And these are not necessarily leak points I've heard anybody ever talk about. So one of the leak points is, so we pulled this whole window out. I noticed water was coming through the window. It's passing through this gasket, seeping out the other side inside the bus. That's one leak I found. The other leak I found, which, well, I guess makes kind of sense, was the emergency window was leaking here. So I'm gonna throw a little sealant in here to kind of help that. But the leak that I did not expect to see was each one of these rivets on the side rails was just dripping water. I actually got some clips on my phone. I'm gonna attach it. These are all leaks nobody's ever talked about. These are all leaks that are usually probably missed, and honestly, these are probably all leaks that are happening in school buses, in schoolies. I'd say all of them, which is very scary. So to get a bus 100% leak proof could prove to be impossible. And I started looking into some options, which means probably everybody's subfloor in a schoolie conversion is rotting and they don't know. It's just scary stuff, right? Or there's just mold growing and they don't know. And I've been looking into some products and some things to kind of figure out how to go forward. I'm going to show you what our plans are today with some stuff. Another thing is I'm just going to do my due diligence, and just any of these body seams where water could get in, I'm just going to put a little bit of sealant too. Well, the sun's out and then it's going to rain for 3 days, and then we'll know if what we did worked. Let's go in the bay. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So these are the products we're going to use today. We're going to use Sikaflex 221 white. For this is just an adhesive that can go on a lot of substrates, including glass. So we're going to put a bead above that old seal on the glass to try and waterproof that. This is an automotive auto body seam sealer that we're going to put on any of the joints on the body of the bus. And then this is a sprayable waterproof patch and seal. What we're going to do with this is clean the inside of those panels where those rivets are at and try and spray this in there to try and create a seal on the inside of those rivets. And at that point, that's kind of the best we can do. And I've been researching some products to basically have a wet bus, no matter how good you think you did, that I'm excited to share with you guys in some future videos. But anyways, we got the sun out. We better get to work. I want to show you this. It's a couple spots we missed that could potentially be contributing to some of the leaks that I just want to show you so you know. So there's this little gap here. We're going to fill that with some caulk. And there's a little gap here because water could, oh man, yeah, you can see how far off that rivet is, and water is definitely probably getting in there. Look at this. Oh yeah, look at that. 100% water is getting in that. So it's like there's literally only so much you can do, you know? We're gonna do the best we can, but I think at this point it's gonna come down to you're gonna have water getting in your bus. I don't care who you are, I don't care how good you are. Short of you taking out every single rivet and redoing it, that's just not realistic. So I am excited about some of the products I found to combat this, because you can only do the best you can. It ain't gonna be 100. So I'm taping all this off, and I'm gonna do the automotive body lines first. We just got the body seams in. Show you. So this is that seam against that sheet metal there. I left a little hole here so water can escape that hits the bottom. That's why I didn't seal this. Same there. You can see that seam there, so we're gonna let that start setting up. I'll show you over here against that window so you can see. You can't even see where I patched it in. But it blends with the color really well. So I was like, I looked it up and I was like, can I use that body seam sealer on windows? And I looked it up and the Sikaflex is better for windows for sure, but I want to show you something. See these gaps with the rivets? I'm not sure if you can see that very well. Water is for sure passing through that. So that's what I'm saying. Every single rivet on the body is leaking. What do? Redo every single seam or rivet? No way. So I got a hack I'm gonna show you in another video. Alright, we just got our new window gaskets. We're making our new window gaskets. Like I said, we've got rain coming for the next 3 days, so we're gonna know if our fixes help or not. So that's it for that. I'm gonna take a second, drink a little bit of water, and then we're gonna do our last mission for the day, which is try and seal the rivets from the inside. Alright, last mission of the day. So last night we found that these rivets were actually leaking. So what we're gonna do is take a cleaner degreaser, go around and wipe all these that we can get to, all the way around, and then spray it with that Gorilla wet patch stuff. So let's do that. Yo. So it looks like what I'm about to do was kind of the idea. It's kind of the idea here before. I think that's a tar or some kind of sprayable sealant adhesive that they put over the rivets, and then they stuck the insulation up to it. I'm assuming is what they did to try and prevent the rivets from leaking like they are. So I'm gonna just mask it up a little bit. I'm not gonna film that part. And then I'm gonna spray some stuff on there. Alright, here's the stuff we're gonna use. It says you spray it on, do some coats, and then that's it, you're done. So I'm gonna put this on. That stuff did not go as far as I wanted it to go. It's I didn't even get done with 2 coats and I ran out. So I'm gonna go talk to Jaylina because this is the last day before rain again, and I really want to get the stuff sealed up. I'm trying to get sealed up so that I can see if it's gonna leak or not. So I might try and run to Jerry's, get 2 more cans, not film all that, get the coats in. I'm gonna go talk to Jaylina and find out. So, hello, I would like to thank Queen Rose for being this week's video sponsor. They sent us over one of their hybrid mattress standards. This thing's got some really cool features that I want to share with you. It has this reinforced side, which just helps with sinkage and just helps support the mattress so much better. It's really comfortable. It has 600 plus springs in it. It has an air cool technology just to help regulate temperature, heating, and cooling. Amber and I, we had to really test it out here. It's just a really good, fun mattress, and it's not crazily priced compared to a lot of its competitors. Has last foam technology to help with the body temperature and supporting contours during sleep. It's made with eco-friendly materials, so there's no fiberglass in it. It is safe for, you know, in the environment and for you and your health. They have a 10-inch, 12-inch, and 14-inch, and they have twin, full, queen, and king sizes. So all kinds of different stuff for you guys, depending on which one you want. I'll have more information in the description below. Thanks, Queen Rose. Hello, it's a new day. Good morning. It's raining. So we're going to go into the bus together for the first time since our fixes and see if it's still leaking. And we're going to hope it's not. I'm going to get a flashlight. You ready? Okay. It's pretty dark in here. That could be from yesterday. I'm gonna pull these off so I can see the frames. I just went around the whole thing and I don't see anything. Look, these seals are dry. It's nothing. No water. There was water coming through here, remember? Nothing so far. Oh, it's starting to, let's see, it's starting to rain harder. This is day 1 of rain, and we're clear so far. So we'll keep an eye on it the next few days and see what's up. Never mind, story's changing. Look. And then look how much water is in here now, just from that. I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna just get new gaskets here. I'm gonna have to throw more sealant in this for sure. I know we're not in the bus right now, but that's because I'm having some work done to the property, and there's some really loud machinery going on over there. So I'm in the studio as far away inside as I can get to try and get you guys some decent audio. Not sure if you can hear it or not. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on. We got the bus painted. You've seen that in the last video. And the reason we pushed so hard to get the bus painted was because I knew that winter was coming, and it was coming fast. And literally, if we would not have gotten done the day we painted, and it barely got done, there's no way we could have pulled it off. Like, it's not warm enough for the paint to cure right. We basically got it painted with the last day we could have painted it, right? So I'm grateful for all the help that I had on that project to be able to knock that out. With that being said, I have pulled out all the windows and resealed them. I've done everything I could automotive-wise with high-end sealants to make sure the bus is waterproof, and it's still leaking. And I've been thinking a lot about this. It's like most buses being built are built in the summer in somebody's driveway. People aren't typically building a rig right now in the dead of winter outside because you can't, right? It's raining. But specifically about the buses, it's like you wouldn't even know that these leaks are happening behind your walls. And all this water would be going into your subfloor. Right? So the majority of people are building outside in the summer. They're missing all these leaks. And then people who have a shop bay, like I used to have, again, it's not exposed to the water like that, or they might take a hose to it real quick, and they have these leaks happening behind their walls, right? And you've seen kind of how I've tried to combat this, and the only leak left now is the emergency window. And I've been looking at it closer, trying to figure out what's going on. And I honestly think that I was supposed to take the window apart, seal the frame into the body of the bus, and then put the window back together. All the aluminum seams are leaking, so I'm probably not going to film that, but I will update everybody on that because I can't. Okay, so I can't even do anything right now. It's raining for the next 3 days, which means I can't try and fix the leaks that are there because I need it to be dry to be able to put sealant on it. And I can't do anything inside because I don't want to have water damage. The bus build is basically stopped right now, and I'm focusing on some other things, which I'll update you guys in other videos, right? So right now I'm doing some stuff to the property. I've got some updates for you guys coming on the property as well. I've been in the studio working on some stuff. I'm behind on music because I was pushing so hard to get that paint job done. So I'm taking care of a bunch of other things that I've been putting off to work on the bus, but now that the bus build is literally at a stop because I can't do anything until that thing is waterproof, I'm working on some other stuff around the property and in our lives. With that being said, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but like, if you have a bus and you watch this video, I'd be worried about it, right? This ain't my first bus build. I've built a lot, and I use really good sealers and sealants. And I'm finding that every single rivet is leaking. So now I'm spraying behind anything I can get to with a wet patch seal. Every single seam where the sheet metal is overlapping itself on the bus is leaking. I've never in a million years heard anybody building a bus even talk about this. They all say, oh, put butyl tape on your windows, which I don't do, by the way. And that's all they talk about. Nobody's talking about the rivets. Nobody's talking about the sheet metal. Nobody's talking about the little gasket along the bottom of the windows. These are all things nobody talks about, and I've discovered are leak points. And I thought I knew them all. And I've learned more because I am forced to be building outside right now. So I'll update you on that. The gasket, I made that new seam across the gasket along the bottom of the windows. It's holding. It eliminated the leak, right? So there's just a couple little wet patch spots I need to kind of shoot some more sealant in. And the only thing left is that emergency window. And I just got to figure out how to get that watertight. And then I can start building the bus, which will go fast. It's all this automotive work, and body work that's been taking so much time. So let's talk about the difference between a van and a bus. A van doesn't have this many seams. A van, you're typically putting in a window that's double paned and has a brand new seal. These seals are however old your bus is. They're wore out. It's a single pane window. It's terrible for insulation. But I still like school bus windows, and there's no point to build a bus to me unless you're going to keep it a bus. There's so many other things you could build easier, like a van. If you're going to build a bus, you better want to do a bus. And then I personally don't think it makes sense to make it not a bus, right? If you're going to put RV windows in it, just get an RV. Or, you know what I'm saying? A bus is not the move unless you want a bus. So this is kind of a weird video. It's not necessarily a how-to or anything. This is just some kind of stuff. This is a video just kind of explaining some leaks I found that you guys could keep out for. Maybe share this to somebody who's got a bus so they can kind of see, like, these might be some potential problems you might want to look into on yours. But I just wanted to kind of share what I found is basically what this is about. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'm hoping in the next bus build video, we're going to start seeing some progress. You know what I mean? But for now, the bus build has to stop until I can get this leak figured out, and then I can put stuff in. Oh, and I was also talking, I'm really excited about this subfloor product I found that I don't understand why nobody... I do understand. The thing is with the internet, if somebody gets on the internet and claims to be some knowledgeable person, and then people just believe them because that's what most people do, right? They just believe what they're told. So that's why I see all the things happening, and I'm constantly learning, figuring stuff out too. But this subfloor product that I found makes it to where having water and a leak in your bus isn't necessarily detrimental, which I think is great. I'm still looking into it before I share it with you guys, but I'm hoping that's going to be coming in a video soon, and I can share that product and what I found, because I think it's a game changer, not just in the bus community, but like in all of conversion. Everyone should be using the subfloor that I think I found. So I'm excited about that. But I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. The whole family and I really appreciate you guys being here. This is how we pay our bills. Thank you so much for showing up every single week, dropping a comment, and just being here. So much love and appreciation. This is Isaac signing out on this one. And I think we got a property update coming next, but I'll see you then. Bye. Thanks for hanging out.